My new online course is out and on sale. It's called Deeper Worship Lyrics, and it's designed specifically for the worship songwriter. To celebrate the launch, we're going through my 10 Commandments of Worship Songwriting. One video per day of great ideas and tricks that you can use to make your songs better. I guarantee you that even if you didn't buy the course, but you just followed these 10 commandments and put them into practice, your song would have more punch, more power, and communicate more deeply with your audience. So let's take a look at commandment number 9. Okay, yesterday's commandment was write a song, not a listicle. Today, bring something new to verse 2. This isn't just for worship songwriters, this is for all songwriters. This happens all the time. Let me explain where people go wrong. Let's take a look at my verse. When I was dead in sin, with debts I could not pay, the Savior from on high reached down into the fray. Okay, so we have my helplessness, and then he's coming down to help me, and then the chorus is he saved my soul 4 times. That's verse 1. Well, look at what happens in verse 2. I didn't have the strength to rise up from the ground until in his great love he set me on solid ground. He saved my soul, chorus again. Did you see what happened there? These verses are interchangeable. One of them could be 1 and one of them could be 2 because the storyline was the exact same. My helplessness, he helped me, etc., etc. The problem is when you get to verse 2, your audience is allowed to check out if you don't have anything new. If you don't move the storyline along and you just rehashed verse 1 again, like, well, okay, they won't say that. They'll be kind, they'll watch, but they're not going to have anything roll through their imagination. You aren't taking them on a ride with your story. You're just back to where you started. So remember this. After the first chorus, right, we're going, verse 1, chorus. You must give the audience a reason to keep listening. And there's a couple ways you can do that. You could give them a contrast and perspective. You could have one thought in verse 1, followed up by a separate contrasting thought in verse 2. Or you could move forward or backward in time or space. So, maybe verse 1 is about before the cross, looking up to the cross. The next verse after that is with the cross behind you, moving forward. And then the third verse is about eternity or the end of days. That would be moving forward in time. In space, I've written a song about creation praising the Lord. One of them is about praising him in the heights. One of the verses is about praising him in the deep. One of the verses about praising on the plains. So your imagination from verse to verse moves from location to location. So that's another way that you can keep things moving for your audience. Or finally, this one is more challenging, but it's a verse that changes our view of the chorus. Right, your first verse is going to be setting up your chorus in a certain way, and so it sheds light on your chorus. But what if in your second verse, you color things in such a way that people are looking at your chorus in a new way? Now that takes some skill, but that's really cool because then all of a sudden, you did a switch on people, and people think, wow, I had the chorus one way in my head, but now I'm seeing it in a new light thanks to that second verse. Those are all ways that you can keep the audience listening. Because again, if you don't give them something to listen to, they will check out on your second verse. Even if they don't want to, they will because you didn't earn it. So remember, bring something new to verse 2. Thanks for watching. And remember, there's much more available in my full course, Deeper Worship Lyrics. It's on sale now, but only until the end of the countdown. So click on the link nearby to get access. All right, God bless and goodbye.